Alright everyone, so for this trick, a completely impromptu, ambitious routine for... Okay everyone, so for this trick, this is a completely impromptu one. Anyone can do it. It's a 4-phase ambitious card trick, so we're going to give the deck some shuffles and cut. We're going to ask the spectator to select a card for us. Let's say they go ahead and select this card, the 7 of spades. This is going to be the selected card that will go through 4 ambitious card tricks. We'll give the deck a couple of cuts here, also some shuffles. And now the idea is we're going to try to get your card to the top of the deck. Now it's not on top, obviously. We have the 4 of clubs here on top, but all we have to do is snap our fingers like this, and now look, your card is back on top. Let's try this again. We'll place it somewhere in the middle. You cut for me. All right, let's say the card out here, placed in the middle. Again, snap, and look, it's back on top. I'll try to show it to you this time much more differently and nicer so you can see it. 7 of spades, we'll leave it somewhere here. Actually, we'll place it on the table so you can be more fair here. And we're gonna dribble the cards. Just all we have to do is snap our fingers, and look, it's back on top. And for this one, I'm gonna give it a bend here so you can see it, right? And I'm gonna make you visually see it with your own eyes. Jump to the top. Look, I will cut the deck, and this is the bended card here. You see, it's bended. You can see it, and you're gonna visually see it. Look, on the count of 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. Snap, and you can see the bended card has jumped all the way back to the top. None other than the selected card, your 7 of spades. There's only one 7 of spades that can be inspected. Completely impromptu, beginner, ambitious routine. Stick around for the tutorial to learn this one. Let's go, guys. Hey everyone, welcome back to the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this beautiful, ambitious routine card trick. And without further ado, let's learn how it's done. Alright everyone, so for this trick, as I said, this is completely impromptu. It can be done with any borrowed deck. Deck can be shuffled beforehand, given a couple of cuts. It doesn't matter. Everything is completely fair from the start. That's the beauty of it, right? Okay, so first of all, we're gonna spread the cards and ask the spectator to select a card or touch one. And this is very important to spread the cards like this. Have a nice spread here, all right, before the spectator selects a card. So when you have this nice spread held like this, your middle finger and ring finger is holding that last card of the spread at the tip of the tip here of that last card of the spread. So let's say they stop here, they touch this card. We're gonna say, okay, this is your selected card. You open it with this spread. And then as you close the selected card, which is the 8 of diamonds, what we're gonna do here is place the jack of spades, which was being held here at the last at the tip of my ring finger, middle finger, right, the last card of the spread. So we drop it on the 8 of diamonds, the selected card. Okay, so I repeat, we're here, you come here, and then you just release your fingers and drop the jack of spades. And then from here, you're gonna close the spread, but something very important, as you're squaring and closing the spread, we hold a pinky break on top of the jack of spades, right? So I repeat, let's say their selected card is the 8 of diamonds. Come, place jack of spades on top, place my pinky here, close everything on top of my pinky, square everything, place my index here to cover the opening of the break, and tilt the deck a little bit down. And then what's gonna happen, say, okay, remember your card, we're gonna give the deck a couple of cuts. What you're gonna do here, you're gonna cut a small portion of cards here, like a small packet, drop it on the table, and then cut everything from your pinky break, right, the last packet that's being held on top of your pinky, and then the last packet here controlling the jack of spades and their card to the second position from the top of the deck. Okay, so that's how it is. From here, you're ready to start your first phase of the ambitious card trick. You say, okay, wait, you can also give a shuffle here. So as you shuffle, make sure that the packet that contains the jack of spades and 8 of diamonds remains on top. So the cards that you're riffling here, so we're gonna riffle this packet, the lower packet, we riffle all the way, but we keep some number of cards on top, maintaining the position of these two. Okay, so it's very important to false shuffle here and keep the position of these two. Any false shuffles you like, you can use. This one should do it well. You can shuffle twice. And if you want to do, you know, like a false cut, also you can do a false cut as long as you maintain these two, right? But there's no need for all of that. I think the first cut with the riffle shuffle is enough. Okay, now you're gonna push the Jack of Spades and slightly push, you can see here the card is slightly slid off, the selected card, off the deck. And then as you come back, you place your pinky under the selected card and you square everything with your ring finger here. So now you have a break under the selected card and the Jack of Spades is being pushed off. You say, look, your card is not on top of the deck, but what we're gonna do, every time you snap your fingers, your card is gonna jump. Snap your fingers, you snap, you do like a gesture here, and then you're gonna come and grab everything because now you have a break on this double. There's a card, you come, you open this double in such a way like this, and you say, look, now your card is on top. And make sure when you open the double to leave you know, to leave the card or the upper portion of this double pushed off away from the front line of the deck here. That way you can grab it again fast and then close it, right? Because if you open the double like this, where it's completely squared with the deck, it's actually fine, but you're gonna have to do 2 pinky counts, right? 1 to catch the double again and close it. So it's up to you. But for me, I prefer like to open it first time like this. Make sure everything's square. All right, apply pressure here with my thumb. Now you can grab the double. Say, look, your card is now on top. We'll try this again. You take now the Jack of Spades, which they think is their card. You say, look, cut the deck for me. They cut somewhere. This would be on your hand, better than the table. And then you place the card, and then place it back in. Snap, and then you push off the card and you say, look, you hand them this card this time. They take a look. It's the 8 of Diamonds, second phase of the ambitious card routine. They'll be shocked. All right, from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna dribble and ask them to say stop. And let's say they say stop here. Okay, it doesn't matter where they say stop. Now, what's very important as you're holding this packet, right, the upper packet, your middle finger is gonna push one card off and then push another card off. But this is gonna be done from this angle. So you tilt down here, you push 1, 2, as you have now a double break with your middle finger and ring finger like so, okay? So I repeat, we're here, you do like this, and what's happening is 1 and 2, okay? Break from this angle is perfect. You push this card like this, right? Notice how I left it a bit pushed to the front, right, of the line of the deck. And then when you're gonna come up, you're gonna place these 2 cards on, right? So it's gonna be like this from an exposed deck. You come here and you show placing these 2 cards on top of their selected card, but from the right angle, it's gonna look something like this. So we have this 8 of Diamonds. So around in this position, I have 2 cards on top of it. They don't know that. Now I don't come down, I square, no, I square here with my index and we say, look, we're gonna actually place it on the table. They think this is their selected card. We have an indifferent card and then their selected card back in the second position. Dribble everything with this packet first, and then you can continue dribbling all the way to the last 2 cards here, right? And as you dribble to the last 2 cards, you can apply a little bit of pressure with your thumb upward and your index here near your thumb downward, so you can catch this double like this, and then snap, and then you're gonna do this double lift like this to show the card, right? So this double lift is, as you're holding this double here, you come, you turn this, but your thumb slides slightly here, and your middle finger bends here to hold this double. If you're having issues with that, then you can just simply dribble everything square and then do a pinky count of 2 cards and then come back with the double, right? Show the double like this, right? You can also, again, leave it pushed under your index and your thumb applying pressure on it, or you can, you know, reveal the double squared here, but then you're gonna have to do a pinky count to catch it again. Or you can do what you did in the beginning, you just have it slide off a little bit. This is the easiest one. And then you can catch again the double moving on to the last phase, right? So whatever you want. Also, you can do this move, but if you want to do this move, I prefer you dribble and then do this move. Very instant. You snap, you think there's 1 card here in your hand, but it's 2. And then from here, you can move into the second phase where you place this card on your hand. And then you're going to grab it like this, everything squared a little bit bent. And then you're going to bend it from this point. You're going to bend this double from this point. So as you bend it here, say, look, I'm going to bend it. And then you're going to come, keeping everything bend in so you don't reveal the double. Bring this with the deck. And then you're going to have your thumb, you know, a little bit above this card. So it's preventing the double from showing. And then you can pick up this. That way, we bend 2 doubles, but to not expose this selected card here, and just so that this is their selected card, make them think this is their selected card. So you look, this is your bended card, all right? So now we're gonna come here and place your index here as you cut. So this is the bended card. Look, I'm gonna show it to you visually. We're gonna place it here in the middle. Again, you place your thumb on this card, you know, apply pressure here, so you prevent the bend from showing. And then when you want to do the last phase and you snap your fingers, you're going to simply let go of your thumb and the bended card will reveal by itself, and it looks very visual. It's going to pop up, right? And then you show it. All right, guys, so that's it for the ambitious card trick routine. Let's go over it one more time fast. So first deck can be shuffled. Couple of cuts. Spread, ask them to select a card. They touch this one, all right? Then this is your selected card. We'll place a card on top. Come having a break here. Cut 1 packet, then the second packet, the third packet. Okay? Show that their card is not on top while pushing the selected card here, having a break under it. So it's going to be like this. Okay, I have a break now under the selected card. This is not your card, but all I have to do is now snap my fingers, open the double like this, and show that it's now on top. Make sure everything's square. Grab it from here, right, and then close it. Then say, look, we're gonna place it back in the middle again. You can ask them to cut, and then snap. Give it to them. They see it. They'll freak out. Now say stop. They say stop here. Remember now you use your middle finger to push 1 card and 2 cards from this angle. So it's gonna be like this. From here, push this out. Come here, remember dropping 2 cards. Close everything, okay? In fact, we'll leave it on the table. Watch out, dribble everything. Push your thumb here off for these 2 cards. Snap your fingers and then show the double like this. Come here, say, look, this time I'll make you see it. We'll mark your card, we'll give it a bend so you can see it. Remember placing your index on here. So when you push the bended card here, it shows that it's very well you know, shown. And then place your thumb on this card. Again, snap on your release pressure. The card will come back up bended. You can see now the card is bended and it's their selected card, their free card. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down what type of content you like me to make for you as tutorials, card trick tutorials. And yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys, and as always, peace out.